Alright, so this is a voice that I just created using the voice design feature in ElevenLabs, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your own custom voice using the voice design feature in ElevenLabs. And right now we do have access to the version 3 model, which is the most natural sounding model from ElevenLabs to date. So let me show you how you can create one. First, you can navigate to elevenlabs.io and then you can log in with your account. And after that, to create a new voice, you can click the voices menu right here and then click create or clone a voice. Alright, so let's go to voice design, and as you can see, we do have access to version 3, which again is the latest and greatest model from ElevenLabs. So let's click it. And this is how you can set up a new voice. Right here, this is basically the prompt or the description of the voice, and these are just some examples that were provided by ElevenLabs. You can use them as some sort of inspiration, but I do recommend to describe your own voice because everyone is going to be unique. And in this case, I'm going to be using this prompt or description. A sophisticated British gentleman in his 50s with a posh accent, calm demeanor, and articulate speech. Okay, that is the prompt, or that is the description for the voice, and you have to provide the text for a preview, the text that the voice will read later. You can create your own text, or you can also just use the auto generate feature, which basically an AI in ElevenLabs that will see the prompt that you're using, and it's going to try to guess which voice, or sorry, which text that could be appropriate for the voice. So this is the result, and as you can see, since we are using the version 3 model, it does support some tagging, and these are basically just some instructions about how the section or the text should sound like when the AI voice is reading it. So it's very useful to make the voice to be more natural and more human, but you can also just add your own text if you want to. These are just some examples that were provided or automatically injected by ElevenLabs. So I'm gonna go with that, and after that you can click settings. Now this is actually quite not really necessary because I think the default setting is good enough, but you can make the voice to be quieter or louder depending on the characteristic of the profile. In this case, I'm gonna go with 75%. And you can also adjust the guidance scales, which is a very interesting setting, which essentially just setting about how AI or how the ElevenLabs AI should be following your prompt. If you want to make it to really following your prompt or description, you can set it to maximum. But if you want to give some flexibility to AI about how the voice should sound, then you can lower the number. In this case, I'm going to set the number to be around 40, but there is no one setting that will work for all. You can adjust the number as you like, and most of the times I think the default setting is just good enough. And after that, I'm going to close this, and when you're done with the prompting, with the settings, the text preview, you can click this button, and it will take about 1 minute or so to generate up to 3 generations. So you can choose which one of the voices that is going to be used on your profile. Now I'm going to skip forward and just show you the results. Okay, so this is the result. There is voice 1, voice 2, and voice 3, and I'm going to play all of them, and I'm going to decide which one that I'm going to use. So let's play with the voice 1.
Thoughtful. Ah, it appears the weather today has decided to grace us with a touch of...
Okay, it was very interesting that it is actually reading the text. It says thoughtful at the beginning, which is not supposed to happen, but again, the version 3 is still very early. It still made some mistakes sometimes, so just know it that it can happen. Okay, let's move on to voice 2.
Ah, it appears the weather today has decided to grace us with a touch of sunshine.
Okay, let's move on.
Ah, it appears the weather today has decided to grace us.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with voice 3 because it sounds the best. It's very clear, the accent is there, and also the voice 1 and voice 2, it seems to be having lower bit rate. I would say it's just lower quality, and yes, it can happen. So if that happened, if all the voices actually seems to be off, like it sounded like if it is from a telephone, then I do recommend to click this button again to generate a new set of voices until you get something that sounds really great. Now I'm going to go with the voice 3, and let me click select voice. And you can give it a name. You can use a description, or you can also just call it as a person's name. Like for example, I'm going to call this voice Henry. Okay, now for the language, I'm going to select English, of course. Okay, let me select English. And for the next label is accent. Obviously, it's British. The next label would be gender, which is male. And the next label is age, which is middle age or old. Well, I guess middle age is good enough. And the description, I'm not going to change that. And when you're done with everything, you can click this button. And basically, you're going to be saving the voice into your account. And later, you can use it on text-to-speech in ElevenLabs. You can use it to convert text into speech based on the voice design that you just created. Okay, this could take some time for some reason, so I guess I'm going to skip forward again and show you the result or the next step. Okay, so after the voice has been added to your account, the message box will disappear. And if you go to my voices right here, you'll see the voice that you just created, which is this one. So I just created Henry, and now it is on my account. Now, if you want to use it on text-to-speech, you can navigate to text-to-speech menu, and then select model to be version 3. And on the voice menu, you can navigate or specify that you want to get voices from voice design right here, and Henry or whatever voice that you are using will be there. So let me select this, and let's try generating some voice. I'm going to enhance this text first. Okay, now we have some text, and hopefully the audio is going to be more realistic. Let's click this button and just wait for it to generate the text or generate the voice or generate the audio based on the voice.
Wow. Is this Emmy? Am I actually?
Right?
Oh, wow. Is this me?
Okay, I think that one sounds a lot better. So that's basically how you can create your own voice or your custom voice using the voice design feature in ElevenLabs. But one thing that you need to know is that it is not only can be used for version 3, you can also use a lesser model like version 2, and it will work just fine. Although I still recommend to use version 3 because it is just much more realistic, much more natural compared to other models, and you have the option to add some tags or instructions into the text. And that's why I think version 3 is still very good at making a realistic audio in ElevenLabs. So that's basically how you can do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.